Okay, it's me. I'm going to run through a mini marathon of the remaining assignments to a certain extent. I might be doing 2 or 3 assignments here, so let's pull this out together. We're almost there, people. We only have a week and a half left or so. All right, let's do homework 24 angles again. I know I did it already, but I want to do it again just because. Okay, we're going to turn angle 135 degrees into radians, and that means that we're going to use the exact value. So we're going to use our conversion of pi over 180 to do that. And I know that 45 into 135 is 3, and 45 into 180 is 4. So my answer will be 3 pi over 4. This does presuppose that you know and you saw the other videos that do a grounding on this. But if you did, it should not really be complicated to do this at all. Let's do number 2. Did I pick number 2? Oh, I passed it. Okay, 705 degrees into radians. Lovely. 705 degrees into radians. The same exact conversion factor comes into play. Now, because I am not what I would call a masochist, I'm not going to do this 705 divided by 180 mechanically. I'm going to let the calculator take care of the number crunching, and that's going to give me this. But remember, we can turn this into a fraction, and that's only because this calculator provides that capability of doing that. So this will become a 47 pi over 12. Again, easier if you have a calculator that'll do it for you than to do it by yourself. Divided by 12, and we're going to get that right because it's really not hard. Question number 3. Okay, we're going to convert that. This is easier, as I said before, because all I need to do here is do 5 pi over 4, replace pi with 180, and I'm going to do 180 divided by 4, and we know before that's 45 degrees, so this becomes 5 times 45, and 45 times 5 is 225 degrees, just a simple calculation, and we're going to put that in. So 225 degrees. Okay, we're good. Again, super easy. There is one question in one of the assignments that I'm going to recommend you just get it wrong. It's not worth it. Pi over 2 radians, that's easy because we know pi is 180. We know that pi over 2 must be half of 180 or 90. And the last question in this section, oh yeah, the conversion. I think I did this already, but anyway. 18 degrees, pi over 180. This is pi over 10. This would be pi over 10. 60 60 over 180 with pi is pi over 3. And then 90 we know to be pi over 2. There's no big deal here. And then it wants the formula, so we're going to give it that too. Let's put them all together. Pi divided by 10 and pi divided by 3 and pi divided by 2. And we know that this wants to be x times pi over 180. That's basically all we need to do, and then we should be okay. We got this right. Practice makes perfect, right? Okay, so this is the last one for this unit. I'm going to close it off, but I'm not going to be done here. I'm going to go to the second one, which is the not the homework angles, the quiz, because what I found to my extreme displeasure is that they sometimes give you a question that doesn't appear in the homework or in the video lesson, which I don't think is a fair thing. So we're going to counteract that with our own unfair thing. We're going to take it on ourselves. Okay, so let me start this one off. Okay, 16. Okay, so let me set this up first. 16 over 19 times pi into degrees. Again, replacing pi with 180. So I'm just going to go here. 16 times 180 divided by 19. That'll give me 151. But do I need to make it into a calculator? I don't know. Let's see. 16 pi. I'm not sure about this one. 16 times 180 over 19. Okay, that must be right. I don't know. Let's see. 151. Oops. Let's see about this one. 151 point what? 58. Maybe degrees here. And negative 130. Be careful with this one. I'll tell you why. Because this is a negative angle, which is a weird concept unless you think about it. A positive angle goes here. We know that because we have this kind of thing and we're used to that. But a negative angle will go in the opposite direction, which means it'll go, and instead of starting up, it'll go down. And because it's going to be a 130, it's going to be here someplace. Okay, so you keep that in mind because that's going to change our answer here. Negative 130, 90, and 40. That's going to make it about 50 degrees here, right? Because that would make 180. So this is the angle that we're talking about right here. So let's see what happens here. Negative 130 to radians would be what? Well, let's do the conversion anyway. Let's see what happens. 130 times pi over 180. That's 13 pi over 18. And I'm going to have to multiply that out. So let's see what happens. 13 times 180 divided by 18. That comes out to... Wait. What am I doing? Hang on. Tell your brain fart. I just realized that's our answer here. So I don't know about the sign. That's the only thing I'm not sure about here. Divided by 180. It doesn't reduce, so you kind of have to leave it this way. But fully reduced. Oh wait, the pi's already there, so you gotta be careful with that too. Wow, look at that. Okay, it just wants the fraction. I didn't see that at first, but you can see the pi's already been given to you. I'm gonna assume. I'm not sure about this one, people. I'm not sure. I'm gonna give a negative sign just to see if it's gonna take it. Let's see what happens. Yo, it took it. I'm glad we got that one right. You can see what kind of treachery this kind of thing does. The angles. Quizzes tend to give questions that don't appear in the homeworks, which I'm not a real fan of. I don't think it's fair. But, okay, we'll leave it aside. We'll move on to the next one. Question number 2. Okay. Find a radian measure of the angle with the given degree measure. You can enter pi. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so negative 370. Same kind of problem that we had before. Negative 370 is going around completely one time and then an extra little bit of 10 degrees. So this is what we're talking about here. But not a big deal because we can still do this one. So 37 over 18, right? So let me get this in white. I'm used to white ink, white pencil. Negative 370 times pi over 180, and 37 and 18 have nothing in common, so negative 37 pi over 18. Next one, negative 80 pi over 180 is going to be 88 over 18, 4 over 9, negative 4 over 9 pi. Again, this is a supposition. 400 degrees should be no big deal. 400 over 180 with a pi. And that's going to reduce to 40 over 18, 20 over 9, 20 pi over 9, and negative 120, negative 120 over 180 with a pi. That's a negative, what? 6 goes into 12, 2, okay, 2 pi, negative 2 pi over 3, and then finally 370 degrees, positive 370 degrees, ha, okay, 370 degrees, times pi over 180 should be the exact same thing as before, except that in this case we went counterclockwise around it, ended up above the x-axis, so that's the reverse angle. It's a reflection of that yellow angle. So I'm going to go with that one because I think it's right, but let's see. Oh, I need to write that down, don't I? Sorry. 37 pi over 18. So now the only thing is to put it in. So hopefully this will work out. Let's see. Negative 37 pi over 180. And I'm going to go down to the next line. Not 180, 18. Be careful with that, right? We don't want it unreduced. Negative 4 pi over 9. Next up. 20 pi over 9. 20 pi over 9, and this would be negative 2 pi over 3, and this one would be a positive 37 pi over 18. I'm going to hold my breath here because I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. Let's see. I thought I hit it. Maybe I didn't hit it. Hey, we got these right. So, lesson learned, follow the signs and reduce whenever possible, and you should be okay. Okay, you see, we're dodging a lot of bullets here. We're only on question 2, so we still have 5 more to do. That could be equally treacherous. Okay, case in point. This is a question where you have to convert radians to degrees. But if you remember what we've done in the past, negative, oh, gotta write down, negative 0.5 radians doesn't appear to include the pi symbol. And the reason it doesn't include the pi symbol is because pi is baked into the value. In other words, negative 0.5 was equal to something, some value, times pi. So pi is in there even though we don't see it. So we still have to use the same conversion. Okay? But because pi is baked into that formula, we're not going to be using the 180. We're not going to be using it 180 times. Well, we are going to be using it over pi. Okay? But we need to be really careful because there's no pi symbol to cancel out, which means that negative 0.5, if you remember, it already has the pi built into it. We're going to multiply 180 times negative 0.5. That's easy. That's negative 90, right? And if I do that, negative 90 divided by the actual symbol of pi. Hang on. Okay, let's try again. Negative 90 divided by pi, the symbol, 3.141, you know, that big one, because that's our correct answer if we do this. And that's going to be what? Negative 28.65. Okay, fine. Negative 28.65. Bang. We got that right. Again, treachery, but if you don't panic, you should be okay. Number 4. We made it halfway across. That's easy. Let's do this one super fast because we don't need help. Sometimes they go hard to easy and then also they jump back to easy again and hard. 3 pi over 4 is 3 times 180 over 4, which is 3 times 45, which is equal to 135. Nothing to this one. It was so light. It actually makes me worry about what's coming. 135. Okay, we got that one. Question number 5. Again, 270 radians. Okay, again, an easy one. We've done this before. 270 over pi. You know what? Let's try something different this time because we know what we're doing at this point. Right? And I think if you know that you know what you're doing, it becomes less intimidating to you. We know what that looks like. Oh, wait, this is not text. I don't want text. I want shapes. I know this is going to get annoying. Let me get rid of that. Hang on a second. And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do a shape here. And I'm going to do a shape here. I'll show you how easy this one is because 270, I know where that is. 270 degrees is down here, right? And because of that, we know that this is 1 pi over 2. This is 2 pi over 2. Therefore, this must be 3 pi over 2. And this would be 4 pi over 2 or 2 pi. But I hope you understand what we're doing here. You could do the whole thing. You get the same answer, but there's no point. You can understand what we're doing here. 3 pi over 2. Bang. Number 6. The trap still waits for us. I don't know, someplace. That's easy. 2 pi. I'm not even going to waste time. 180 degrees. Is what? Oh, wait. Oh, it's not 2 pi. It's pi. My bad. I got too cocky. Here it goes. And negative 7 pi over 6 from 80 degrees. Okay. Negative 7 times 180 over 6 is equal to negative 7 times 30, which is negative 210. That was embarrassing with the last one. Don't tell anybody. Negative 210. And we got that right. All right, so I got that one wrong because I was cocky, but it's easy. Just remember 180 is pi, 360 is 2 pi. I brain farted on that one, and you should be okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, whatever. I could take it again, but I'm not going to. That one's easy to do. Okay, what's next? Because if it's consistent with the same subject matter, I'm going to continue on. Let's see. No, right triangle trigonometry is going to take me a little while, so I'm going to stop here, and I will post this up.